Hey guys, Carlos Cortez here with another episode of Scriptures in Wall Street. Wanted to say thanks for tuning in. Be sure to follow us on the Stu Peters Network, as we will be adding a lot more episodes with this chaotic marketplace. We have a shortage of baby formula. We have high gas prices. We have supply chain issues. We have an inverted yield curve. We have a Fed that doesn't know what they're doing. We have a lot of issues going on right now, and my question to you is, what is your advisor doing to help you? Right now, we are in some volatile times, and it's in these moments that millionaires are made. Or if you're a retiree, this is where your stress test is really, really working for you. I'm here in Florida. I say this all the time. We don't fear hurricanes. We just plan for it. It's no different from your retirement portfolio or your portfolio in general. If you are retired, you should have a plan in place a while ago. The market's been coming down since November of 2021. And this is where planning becomes essential. This is why that we have a safe money strategy. You should always have money allocated into a safe bucket that really doesn't lose money. What are those buckets? Well, you're going to have to tune into an episode called Green Money. If you've been following me for a while, you know I'm a big fan of our system, the ABC system, yellow, red, and green money. This is where the green money will be protected during these times. The market is different these days. You have to think differently. You have to be doing something. You just can't be in Tesla, Amazon, or in the bond market and hoping for a prayer. Those days are over. The what do you call, buy and hold? That is a huge strategy from after the Great Depression, when there wasn't a lot of volatility in the market like it is right now. We didn't have artificial intelligence pushing leading indicators. We didn't have T1 trading back then. And so you're going to see a lot of momentum, a lot of volatility throughout the whole year. I don't think this is going to go away anytime soon. I think we're going to have at least a good quarter, maybe 2 quarters of terrible volatility. And it depends what side of the fence you are on. I'm also going to be doing an episode on how to take advantage of these markets. I'm going to be doing another episode, another podcast on let's see, I wrote my notes down here. The importance of green money and how those work, and articulate some of the vehicles we have in our safe money buckets. And then I'm going to be talking about today, the bear markets. We are in a bear market. It's turning over. There's a lot of pressure going down. And as one of my friends have said, that without pressure, you can't make diamonds. And I think that's true here. We have to allocate our monies into buckets. We have money that is liquid and that is tactical, and we have safe money that are insurance-based products. Insurance-based products are humongous right now because they're guaranteeing your principal, backed by the strength of an insurance company. Now, I know there's a lot of theories out there that life insurance companies and insurance companies are going to go under because all these people are going to die, and they've been saying that for thousands of years now, and they're still the strongest vehicle in the marketplace in every metropolitan city in America. What is the biggest building? What are the companies that are advertising during the Super Bowl? Is Doritos, beer, and insurance companies. So yes, they got a lot of money. We have insurance on our home, our car, our health, our life, our cell phones, our dogs, our pets. And we don't have insurance on our money. So I highly recommend that you need to find a place to insure your money. Buying gold is not insurance. Buying gold is red money. It is completely manipulated. Even when the market's going down, gold and silver should be up, and it's not. Isn't that funny? So what I will say this is that there's 3 things that we need to see happen for the markets to kind of turn back around. Other than getting rid of Biden, inflation needs to somewhat have good positive message. We can't just have $7 gas just looming around. You're hurting all of middle America. So idiot Joe Biden needs to open up these pipelines. And number two is the Fed needs to take a dovish approach. What that means is it's going to correlate into lower yields. And so number three is we need for that yield curve, that 10-year, 5-year, 2-year, to be lower. When you have a 2-year treasury yield curve paying just as much as a 5-year treasury, that is what we call an inverted yield curve. 90% of the time when those yield curves are inverted, you're going to see massive volatility, which leads me to the volatility index. The volatility index is trading close to 35 today. Anything over 27 is high, and we're at 35. So the fear and greed index is at an all-time high, and this is where people start to panic that are not prepared. And the reason why you're not prepared is because you haven't done a bucket system approach with your retirement. You don't have tactical money management that can get out of the stock market when it hits a certain level. You don't have a safe money bucket where that bucket of money is guaranteed. And number three, in the red money bucket, you are literally 100% correlated to the market, and you're hoping that your prayers is your financial plan. Guys, we need to be better stewards of what's going on. We have to think different, because the cabal or whoever you think is manipulating the market, they are literally going to get your lunch, your breakfast, your dinner, and your snack, and whatever is in your refrigerator. They are going to take your lunch, guys. So you have to prepare for financial hurricanes. It's not going to get any better in the next few months. It's going to get worse. There's a lot of pressure going down. Look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin was once at 70,000 and it's now trading at 28. I think it's going to go down to 25, could go down to 20. The financial markets could see another 20% reduction. What are you doing today to prepare your accounts? Do you have a tactical money manager that can get out and be defensive and be in a bearish sleeve? We are headed for what I think is a recession. And I said this on Stu's show. There's only two outcomes: a short-term recession or a basic massive correction in the market. Those are really the two outcomes of when we have these Biden policies that are literally suffocating small businesses and the American worker, when there's people that would rather smoke up weed than go to work, because that's the message we are portraying. It's funny. It's like the Democrats, they come to our states, our red states, and they want the red benefits, but they don't want to change their policies. It's funny how that works. It's the same thing with Wall Street, guys. We cannot have an administration that wants to hinder small businesses and expect massive growth and give away the farm and keep printing money. There will be taxes. There will be market volatility. The volatility index is massive right now. So pay attention to the volatility index. 34 is pretty high. In 2008, that volatility index was way higher than that. And we're getting to those 2008 fear and greed numbers. Even CNN is reporting that we are in the fear gauge, the fear and greed gauge. We're all the way to the left of their gauge. They don't say volatility index. They say a fear and greed index. And I just thought that was funny. I love how they promote fear and greed, and they're like the fake news. So be very careful of what you listen to. The mainstream media is there to sell airtime. They don't care about the message. They care about the chaos, because that's what gets them reviews. They're not like doing it as a social program. They're not reporting for free. And this is my podcast. This is what I do. I put my own money in. I don't have any sponsors. I literally care about our American, patriotic, God-fearing community. And so I feel called to do these podcasts so that we can have peace, so that we can have a sense of direction, so that you know what to do, and that you're not basically listening to the Luciferians on Wall Street and then them pulling the carpet underneath you. I don't want anyone to get hurt. And so this is why I do this podcast, is so that you can live through my experience and have fruit. So bear markets are generally pretty volatile, and this is where the sellers make a ton of money. Back in 2008, if you've seen the movie Big Short, you'll know that you'll know that they made a lot of money, uh, basically when the market goes down, and they sold a lot of puts. I mean, they bought a lot of puts, and that's what's going on here. There's a lot of pressure for the markets to go down. So I'll be doing another podcast on how to take advantage of these current markets. But I just wanted to do a quick podcast letting you know that you guys need to get your ducks in order, because the hurricane is here. The hurricane is here. You need to get your ducks in order. Please refer to the ABC podcast on different style of monies, because I feel that that is the best way to combat the volatility. If you're retired, you don't need to be going down when a recession officially comes. Remember, recessions are called after two negative GDPs, 2 quarters of GDPs. So we could be in a recession now and they won't officially declare it till after it's done. We don't want to wait till after it's done. But also the good news is that the markets will pop up. We've been over in 27 recessions over the history of the United States. We will get out of this recession. Never, never turn your back on America. You can take advantage of America by selling, be on a sell side. And yes, the markets will have the ability to recoup. And it's when you put your dollars to work effectively. And I'm not saying buy, these crazy investments. I'm talking to the young investor out there. You should be salivating right now. The retirees, you should be embracing for a financial hurricane. You should have your ducks in order. You should have safe money. If you are in the market, you should have your money manager that's tactical. There's a difference between tactical and passive. And there's also a hybrid. In the buy and hold of the whole having a mutual fund, guys, you're going to get smacked. You're going to be 100% correlated on that heat index, on the market index. And so when those indices do tend to fail, the mutual fund managers have to wait to the end of the business trading day, roughly around 4 p.m. Eastern, to make aftermarket trades so that when it opens in the morning, those trades go effective. So the mutual funds are like big cruise boats. They are not agile. They will not be able to turn on a dime like an ETF or a tactical money manager. So I recommend you, if you are 100% in mutual funds or in a 401k, traditional IRAs directly held with a mutual fund company, then give us a call. You definitely want more proactive attention to your portfolios. Our money managers sniff and smell the markets on a day-to-day basis and able to get in and out of the portfolios where it's more efficient for you. So you're not going down a gazillion percent. Yes, our money managers are down. Our money managers are down anywhere from 5 to 10% when the markets are down over 25% since November. So even our money managers are not perfect. But the fact of the matter is that there is proactive money managers that will help protect your principal on a downside. Investments are not guaranteed unless you're dealing with insurance-based products. Those are guaranteed, and they're backed by the strength of the insurance company, typically with billions and billions of dollars. So I wanted to just reiterate what I've been talking about since I've joined Stu 2 years ago, that a financial correction will come. And I've been saying that for a while, and we need to get our ducks in order. If that's you, give us a call, 813-448-3446. You can visit us online at cortezwm.com, or you can email us directly if you have any questions, info@cortezwm.com. We also have webinars. I implore you to check out our webinars, americafirstretirementplan.com. We talk about, the trap with Social Security and your IRAs that go hand in hand. We do talk a little about market volatility, but coming up this week on our online classes, we will be talking about how to combat this chaotic market environment that we're in. You should not have to worry about losing all your money. If you are a client of mine, you understand that there's different buckets of money for different purposes. And I'm glad that your portfolio is being stress tested, because you can see the value that making money is not the priority here. Is keeping our principal safe. Then if we can earn alpha, if we can get some profit, that would be great. But let's get on base first, right? We got to get on base first. So now's not the time to be fearful. Now's not the time to be scared or greedy. Now's the time to be proactive. You've heard me for over a year now staying on Stu Show that there will be a correction in the market. That's the natural business cycle. There's no conspiracy here, guys. There's no conspiracy here. I heard some person say I had a gold calf in the back of my background and that I worship a gold calf. Are you joking me? I'm a worship leader at my church and I'm doing this podcast to educate our God-fearing community. So don't come at me with that garbage, please. But anyways, I appreciate everybody that's listening. And once again, I care about your financial situation. I care about people. I love God. I love this country and I love our families. And let's remember that in John 14:27, I'll leave you with this. It says, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled and do not be afraid." So God just tells us right then and there, don't be troubled. It's easier to say that than to actually practice it. But you remember what I said, your financial situation is a reflection on your spiritual life. Now is the time to get on your knees, repent to God. Like it says in Leviticus, if we stop, turn, and humble ourselves, God will heal our land. God will heal our land. And that's what needs to go on right now. Having the ability to trust in God in these financial times is going to be essential. If you're weak, if your relationship with God is weak, it will show in your financial life. It will show in your spiritual life. So this is why I say your money is a representation of your spiritual life. You need a plan. You need a plan for Satan's attack. And if you haven't done it already, I don't know what's going on. You've been living under a rock. I don't know. I've been saying this for years. I've been saying it on Stu. And obviously you're not paying attention. So you shouldn't have to be losing money to the market crisis when in fact we have simply tools that can benefit you and help you. So Philippians 4, chapter 4, 6, 7, do not be anxious about anything, but in everything be by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving. Let your requests be known to God. Talk to God. Let him know how you feel. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, all your conspiracies, all your things, will guard your hearts, your minds in Christ Jesus. So I just want to leave you with that. Read your scriptures, read your word, and prepare for a financial hurricane. Hurricanes do come. It's part of the natural business cycle. We should not be overexposed. We should not be lazy about this. You need to be proactive. And most importantly, you need to be working with someone that understands how you think and not sold out to the big Wall Street firms that have hidden agendas and have public traded holders, because I doubt that your interest is aligned with theirs or vice versa. So with that being said, I hope this podcast was available. We're here to help you guys. Feel free to reach out to our office, 813-448-3446. You can email us at info@cortezwm.com. Be sure to share this video and subscribe. God bless you guys. I am Maddie 2000. Bye-bye.